Today I'm testing my building skills in Minecraft. So for starters, building can be quite difficult, and I think I'm quite medium at building. But I'll build some 5 types of things, and you guys will be able to rate me in the comments on a scale of 1 on 10, of course. So the 5 thingies I have planned are here with these sizes maximum. First we have a house of any type. Afterwards we have a castle of any type, followed by an animal of any kind. Also, we will try my terraforming skills. I will use World Edit. Sorry for if people find that it is not fair, but I do entirely think that it's fair for me, as it will save tons of time. And finally, I will try to build a redstone contraption of any utility that I can build without using a model. So let's get right in.
Well, now the builds are now completed. Now, I will say I'm way happier with some builds that I've done, and some left me to desire, seriously. So first, we'll go across the house. I'm quite happy how it turned out, to be honest. I did not expect to do such a great job, if I say so myself. The blocks I use for the palette are really common and simple, as you can tell. I did not put so much effort in detailing because I didn't want to spend too much time on any of these plots. That's how the house turned out. I put some lanterns to light up the build, some plants to give it some color, stone roof changed from the wood, and some frame with some trapdoors to give it some shape. If I had to rate it on 10 myself, to be honest, I'd say probably around 7, because it's quite simple, great to look at. Maybe it's lacking on the sides, I'd say. Quite flat and empty. But that's how the house turned out. Now let's see to the castle what I have created. For this one I tried to do some overgrown towers, sort of a watchtower thingy. As you can see, I've tried to do some kind of gradients with the moss block, moss stone brick. Then going back to the regular stone brick, I did some cracks to add some age, added some vines, some leaves, and some spores. Now, this one's in the middle of it, I'd say. It's quite good, but yet lacking. But I'd say for this one, probably a 6. Not that bad, not that great, but it does the job. Moving on to the animal. It may not look like much right now in this angle, but if you look at it closely, you can see I just did a cat, my cat to be specific, sleeping on the side like he always does. Not much to say. I'd probably say 4 or 5 because it looks weird in my opinion, but I still do like it. So I'd say 5. 50-50, eh? Now moving on to the terraforming, I did something really, really generic, yet so underwhelming, I'd say. This one doesn't feel like I've used so much time in it. I just use well-lit here and there. I'd give it a 3, to be honest. It's quite basic. Nothing going on, no vegetation, no more colors. I did use some variation of detailing for the ground and the stone, but not much else. And then to conclude with the redstone, I did not go fancy over here. I was lacking some ideas. I've done a machine that's completely useless but fun, a flying machine, and some kind of furnace, don't know why, and some fact that some people might not know for the beginners. So let's start here. This machine is supposed to be an infinite lava duplicator with a dripstone. I'm sorry, I'll stand back as the noise is quite horrendous. The dripstone will drip off some lava from the top, which should fill up these cauldrons, but since they're moving it makes it harder. But since it's moving in a circular square pattern, it makes it somewhat looks like it's alive. Then for the flying machine, it's quite simple. Full pistons, observers and slime blocks and some solid ground. Perfect when someone goes on AFK and you want to pull on a prank of them. Simply activate it by doing this and it will go flying straight up to the sky. Now these are kind of underwhelming. Touch this one. You could shoot, for those that didn't know, you could shoot through honey blocks. If you put yourself great like this, see how technically it shouldn't activate, but Minecraft is greatly coded. So it activates the lamps through the honey blocks because the hitbox is not totally as square as you might think. The tiny pixel here is transparent. You can shoot through it quite easily, in fact. This over here is just a simple block to make some noise. As the annoying prick that I am. And then for here, I've used the slime block and honey blocks for the simple reason that they do the same job, but they separate each other if splitted. So let's see that. If I pull these one back here, pull these levers, activate these pistons, the pistons will split them up, but I did break the contraption because I'm so great at redstone. But as you can see, everything followed the slime but didn't follow the honey because it's not the same. You can do some crazy stuff with this. I'll leave you guys to it because you might be a little bit more creative than I am. Moving on to this weird furnace that I tried to do. As I'm speechless, I don't know what to say about it. It's a smelter. What do you want me to say? You can just have it fuel up in a loop for some reason. I think I wanted to do something with the lava buckets, sending in as a fuel, but that didn't do much. So as you can see, these, I did this wrong, but normally would have been filling up with the fuel in here and put up the ores there, but I completely inverted these ones. That's just how I work personally. I invert things so it breaks. For this redstone plot, I'd say it's probably Probably a 2, since it's completely useless. I must say, it is quite horrendous redstone here, if you can even call it like redstone. I think the most sophisticated system I have here is this one, and it's completely useless. It's just for aesthetic. I'll let you guys put off your own ratings in the comments down below, and tell me what was your favorite. I personally think you guys will be choosing between these two, maybe these three. The other ones I just was short on time and didn't want to put the effort in, apparently. So you guys tell me in the comments what you liked and what are the ratings for every plot, if you feel like it. Now, this is all for me. Now, please like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. If you love the content, that will help me a lot, since I want to get this secondary channel started. So, with all that, I say to you goodbye.